grandparents. Grandparents. Argundas, please help me welcome Argundas.
Fellow Toastmasters, honored judges, and most welcome guests. A few of you already know that I've been planning a trip for the last couple of weeks, a trip to Lithuania. The big day finally came. I woke up early Friday morning. My flight was at 11, I was at the airport at 8. I had my reservations, I had my tickets, everything. What could go wrong? Well, let's step back there for a moment. Most of you probably know that a vacation can make or break a vacation by the little things, usually attitude or emotions that you take with you. Let me tell you what happened. About an hour before my flight, I go to the Starbucks right at the airport, and they order an espresso. The cashier looks at me. It's not an espresso, it's an espresso with an S. Boy, did I feel stupid. The guy behind me is ordering a non-fat, half-caffeinated, triple grande, order sweet, sugar-free, extra hot, extra foamy, caramel macchiato, and I can't even pronounce an espresso. Anyway, I get to London. Well, not really London, I get to Gatwick, which is the wannabe London. I still have to take a train to London. Imagine that. And the first thing, when I get to the train station, may I have your attention, please? Sarah Palin is not permitted at this terminal. Little English humor for you. But unfortunately, I couldn't stay in London for too long. I had to go take the second flight to get to my grandparents' house. So I get to my grandparents, and the time's this. I was to spend the day with my grandparents. And in the afternoon, in the evening, I was to go out with my friends, with my old classmates from back in the day. But as I get there, I find out that since my country joined the European Union, all of the youth have gone to Germany to steal cars. So I was stuck there. I was stuck there with my grandparents all day, all afternoon, all evening. 2 weeks. My grandma kept telling me about my dad's cousins, mates, son's social background. And how that had something to do with how my grandpa's farming equipment had gone missing. He left it out the entire summer next to a road. The one classmate that I had left back there, that I actually met, was a flipping alcoholic. I thought Angelina Jolie was a man and Tom Cruise was not an alien. How ridiculous is that? Long story short, those were some of the longest days of my life. I was actually looking forward to the day of my return. Now, the day of my return. £99 per night for a hotel room. And they forget to make a wake-up call? Such high price for such incompetence? It's like George Bush is in power again. But I did get up. I did get up for my flight. I rushed to the airport about an hour before my flight. I run to the check-in counter. Then I run as fast as I can to the security. And if you were the security guard, and you saw a 20-something, slightly darker skin, wearing dark clothes, a leather jacket, traveling alone, carrying nothing but a small backpack, what would you do? Oh, by the way, did I mention I ran to security and I was sweating buckets while they were pushing me? Eventually, I get through security, about 15 minutes before my flight. I look at the screens that say there is flight information. Gate number 38, closing. The sign right below it is 30 to 50, 20 to 25 minutes by foot. Oh no. So I run as fast as I can. I jump over luggage. I dodge people. I zoom past security guards escorting Sarah Palin in handcuffs. gate. And guess what? They've only begun boarding the last few seats of the aircraft. Sitting in row 17, I had at least another half hour to spare. So finally we all board. But there's a problem. The plane's not moving. People are chatting in the background, whispers. Nobody knows what's going on. And finally, the plane intercom. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we're still waiting for another passenger. Why did I put in all this effort to get here on time? About a half hour later, the plane takes off. And I tried to relax, but I couldn't get my eyes off of that little screen that showed the map and the little plane to show where we are. And the moment we flew over Canada, I was like, finally, home sweet home. Only a couple more hours to go. Okay, too early. Plane intercom. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? If there is a paramedic, doctor, or a nurse on board, please present yourself to the nearest cabin crew member. At that moment, two thoughts ran through my head. One, finally, John McCain has left us. And two, oh no, they're going to reroute the plane to the nearest airport, where they're going to take hours to get the body off the plane to get it and refuel, and it's going to take another 6 hours to get home. A lesson from all this? Don't go visit your grandparents. You have $1,000 in your pocket, you have 2 weeks off work, and grandparents is the best you can think of? Oh, by the way, it's espresso with an S.